video, I'm going to explain what the best treatment for body dysmorphic disorder, or BDD, is. If you'd like to know a little bit more about BDD, you can check out my video, What is Body Dysmorphic Disorder? Okay, so there's two treatments that have been found to be effective for BDD, medication and talking therapy. So I'm going to look at each of those and then talk a bit about what you can expect to be offered if you go for help. Let's start with medication. Now, the biological origins of BDD are still a bit unclear. Some people think it's about genetics, some people think it's about a chemical imbalance. Some people think that there are no biological origins, so that's made developing a medication that is effective for everybody a little bit tricky. So if you are prescribed something, it's likely that that process is going to involve a little bit of trial and error as your doctor tweaks the dose to try and get it to suit you. The medication that's most commonly used for BDD is an antidepressant called an Ssri, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. The most commonly used one is Fluoxetine or Prozac. If after 12 weeks your symptoms aren't responding, your doctor might try a different antidepressant, an antidepressant called a tricyclic. The most commonly used one here is clomipramine. Okay, moving on to talking therapies. Now, the psychological origins of BDD are a bit clearer, which makes developing a treatment here easier. And the most effective treatment is currently Cognitive Behavioural Therapy, or CBT. This typically has two phases. The first phase looks at helping you to get on top of your symptoms on a day-to-day basis by identifying the thoughts that are driving your BDD, helping you to assess their accuracy, their helpfulness, and then replacing them with alternatives. And also something called exposure response prevention. So this is where you're taught some techniques to help you resist the behaviours you engage in when you have BDD that are actually making things worse, keeping the problem going. The second phase of this treatment is about future-proofing your treatment, any changes that you've made. And this is done in two ways. Firstly, by helping you to identify the factors that have made you vulnerable to developing BDD in the first place and reducing their influence, but also building your self-esteem and confidence, which are an amazing antidote to BDD. If you go for help, your help, or what you're offered, will be decided upon how severe your symptoms are. So if your symptoms are assessed as being mild, and to make this assessment, your doctor will look at how much they're impacting on your life, but also how long you've been suffering. So if they're mild, you'll be offered a short-term course of CBT, either one-to-one or in a group. If your symptoms don't improve with this, or they're assessed as being moderate, you're likely to be offered a more intensive course of CBT, usually more than 10 hours, one-to-one with a therapist, or some medication. If your symptoms don't respond to this, or at the outset your symptoms are assessed as being severe, you'll be offered a combination of talking therapy and the antidepressant medication. If you'd like to know more about BDD, I'll put a link in the description to the BDD Foundation. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.